The Long Island Railroad during the 1930s ran a summertime and weekend special for kids as young as 8 and adults from Penn Station to Yaphank, New York, then known as Camp Siegfried. There they had archery, pool, hiking, rifle training, bands, and even Oktoberfest. What was Camp Siegfried? Camp Siegfried was an adult and children's Nazi camp. This is the Camp Siegfried February 2nd, 1939, Manhattan, New York. The old Madison Square Garden, with an estimated 20,000 people in attendance. Flag of George Washington draped in the background. It was preached of an all-white America. The third Madison Square Garden, located between 8th Avenue and 49th Street and 50th Street, smack dab in Hell's Kitchen, where today stands One Worldwide Plaza, between 1925 and 1968, the third location for a Madison Square Garden. Currently to date, there were 4 different Madison Square Gardens, with today's Madison Square Garden located right above Penn Station. 4 Madison Square Gardens, and the prior 2, this one and the third Madison Square Garden, the one we're going to talk about in today's episode, neither of them were actually located in Madison Square. First 2 were actually originally located in Madison Square. While much different now, Hell's Kitchen during the 1930s and 40s were mostly made up of Irish and German immigrants. It was here at Madison Square Garden on February 20th, 1933. An estimated 20,000 people in attendance celebrated a Nazi rally in Madison Square Garden, New York City, 1930s. Camp Siegfried at Madison Square Garden during the 1930s and 40s was not the only Nazi meeting areas. In fact, there were Nazi camps all throughout the United States during the 1930s and 1940s, including Murphy Ranch, 1933 to 1941 in Santa Monica, California. New Jersey, Camp Norland in Andover, from July 18, 1937 to April 30th, 1941. Camp Siegfried in Yaphank, New York, and Windham, New York. There was a summer camp in 1937. Camp Will and Mike, Griggstown, New Jersey. That was a German-American boys' camp. In Pennsylvania, you have Sellersville, Pennsylvania. There was a POW camp, Camp Michaud, Michaux. In Wisconsin, you also have Camp Hindenburg. There was also Camp Carl Schurz. The Long Island Railroad continuously shipped adults and children to Camp Siegfried, located at now Yaphank, New York, with a very cheap price. They called the Camp Siegfried Special. Ran during summertime and weekends. The Long Island Railroad during World War II. Not everything was negative. Let's end on a good note. 1942, Long Island Railroad finally hired women for the first time to work on their railroads, i.e., Lillian Markowski, the most famous, a 20-year-old engineer cleaner. Her fiancé was sent to war, so she took his place on the Long Island Railroad, and Lillian Markowski, at the age of 20, became an engineer cleaner in 1942. Amongst other women, and during the Long Island Railroad World War II, became employed and showed that women can actually stand in the same place as a man in the workforce. This was the Long Island Railroad Camp Siegfried special. Although many negative things has came out of the Long Island Railroad during the 1930s and 1940s, one thing that was positive was it opened the door for women to be hired and show that they have the strength. This was the Long Island Railroad Camp Siegfried special.